the beer. Hello everyone.
And welcome to the
Jim
and Dave Beer Review. Dave, what beer do we have for us this time?
We have Magic Hat G Thing.
G Thing.
It's alive with
thing?
spice.
What? Spice? Don't
Yes.
say spice.
It
God.
says he took shape with from the wild ideas of the mind.
Try to talk like Dan Rather.
I don't know who I'm talking like right now. I can't talk. I just had like 5 years. He took shape. What?
And the Lord did take shape.
It said he took shape from the wild ideas of the mind. He was brewed to life and grew up to great heights by belief alone. G Thing wanders winter landscapes, leaving a trail of spice for those who seek its sweet reward. Believe in this thing, make it so. Got a little bit of Star Trek in
A little bit of Jean-Luc Picard.
Make it
See, I'm like stroking my beard thoughtfully, except the problem is I don't have a beard.
G Thing is a ginger spice ale. Oh boy.
Ginger spice
Led by
ale.
a fresh ginger zing that's followed by a meaty malt backbone.
Meaty malt
bready.
backbone.
Sorry, bready.
Bready backbone.
Okay. It's subtle,
Subtle.
roasty notes and mild winter hops, mild hop bitters.
Roasty notes.
Yes. Give way to a serene scene.
A serene scene.
Cinnamon spiciness as the malt tones melt away. The malts are pale caramel, Vienna caramel, Munich Victory chocolate wheat.
The notes or the hops?
Malts.
Malts.
The hops are Magnum.
Magnum PI.
You know what? I don't know. They put it all together, so you see how they put it together here? You don't know which one's which.
Yeah, that's wacky. Go by the.
If I go on the
Thomas.
right hand side, it says Magnum, Northern, and Brewer.
All right, that's fine. Those are good malts.
ABV is 5.7.
What? The what?
Alcohol by volume.
That's called for alcohol.
The IBUs are 25, which is good.
IBUs.
SRM is 25.
SRM.
Additives: ginger juice and cinnamon.
Ginger. Okay. Cinnamon. Okay.
Yeast is English ale. The original gravity is 14 Plato. Okay, here's something that bothers me. The availability is October through January.
Dun dun dun.
It's May.
This is May. All right. So again, we may have came across a case that is past its prime. So we'll keep that into consideration. Hopefully, it's not skunked.
The beer.
All right, let's clean up. I already cleaned your palate. Sorry, I cleaned my palate.
We'll clean my palate with my gingery notes.
All right. Well, let's give it a shot here.
Oh boy.
Actually, I'll open yours first because it may say something on the bottle here. I want to share with you people. Okay. Again, microscopic type.
What else was something inside the bottle?
The ancient ritual of brewing a distinct. This is the same thing we've been reading each time.
It's the same thing. That here's something inside the bottle cap says, "Take the world for a spin. Don't let the world spin you."
Well, that's always good advice. So, G Thing, is that supposed to be like the man
Ooh,
thing
dark beer
from the Marvel universe
Look,
of
it's
comics?
dark beer.
The G Thing.
I thought it was something to do with a woman's parts.
Yeah, well, I think that's a G spot, not a thing.
Well, they called it a G
Although, if you
thing.
couldn't find it, I guess it would be a thing too.
Yeah, it's a thing
Dave's
to me.
never been
'cause
able
I
to
ain't
find
seen
it.
the spot. I've never been able to find the elusive spot of the G thing or the
Or the
spot or wherever it may be. G.
He made a thing out of finding the G spot.
And I failed tremendously.
Right.
Any women that are
Willing
at
to
least
show
5
where
up
it is.
will show me how.
So you
bad
gotta
it
go
was.
in there like. Anyway,
Anyway, thank you.
this is a family show,
Yes.
except you have to be over 21 because it's alcohol and all that.
Alcohol. For alcohol.
Can you tell we've had a couple already?
No, I've only had 5. Or
All
6.
right. Anything on the back worth saying? It says a performance in every bottle. This is part of the whole Magic Hat kind of stage
Magic Hat.
motif that's been going by.
Magic Hat.
Well, Dave, I will say, you do like your dark beer, and
It's
this
dark.
is, not only is it dark, it is downright opaque. Although it had, not black, but it's brown. What's the matter?
Nothing.
What'd you just do?
Sniffed it.
You sniffed it? All right, I'll sniff it. I'll sniff it. What kind of notes did it say it had?
Ginger
Cinnamon and ginger?
cinnamon and
All right, wait. Sorry, let me clear my nose off.
barley-ness.
All right, let me see if I ginger.
Hold on a minute.
Okay, yeah, all right, I can see the ginger.
It's
What was the
got-
other one besides
the-
ginger?
The malts are pale caramel,
Cinnamon.
Vienna caramel, Munich Victory, chocolate wheat.
Well, you know,
The hops are Magnum, Northern, and Brewer.
once in a while, a beer can pull off having spices in it.
The additives are ginger juice and cinnamon.
So they added this. Well, you know, I'm all for experimenting with the classic beer recipe
And
to
look,
try to produce something
It's
unique.
snowing.
Oh, look at that. Oh, hey.
Neat graphics. It's snowing.
That's Web 2.0 graphics over there on this
It's
thing.
really cool, man.
So go to, is that magichat.com or something like
It's
that?
magichat.com.
Yeah, okay. Hey, okay.
It's
Go to magichat.com and see what we're talking about. Free plug.
snowing.
Okay, well, we're way past winter, and we're hoping that this beer is not past its prime.
It's just May now, and
Yeah,
it
this
says
is
it's only
spring.
available from like something to January.
All right, so a very dark kind of thing. Dave, you like dark beers? I hope you
No.
like ginger. I generally like ginger with, say, sushi.
I like ginger with Marianne.
Hi-oh!
It's not bad. It's not bad.
I would have to, the first word that comes to my mind is different.
Different. Yeah.
This is different beer.
I had to put this whole classification by itself.
Yeah,
With
this
ginger
is
in
not
there.
necessarily your regular. This is not a fruity beer. This is not a porter, dark porter. This is not a lager. What the hell is this?
It's an abomination. It's an enigma.
It's a G thing.
It's a G. It's a G thing.
3/4 pint of. Oh, it's an ale. Okay, thank you.
Alright.
Of an ale brewed with natural flavors. Those natural.
No, don't believe none of that natural flavors. Yeah, natural flavors and
Southern
Twinkies.
Burlington, Vermont. MagicHat.net. All right. Apparently, it's MagicHat.net.com.
It doesn't matter. It's like netcom.something.org.
It's alive with spice. It says on here.
It says .net. Yep. Alexia's G thing. Pound.
Yes, well, much like we've been discussing in previous beer reviews, if you're watching these in order, and who cares if you are,
Right. Sure
quite
you are.
frankly.
Sure you are.
You know, we've discussed having different classifications. In other words, the scale we use for general, say, lagers or ales is 10 to 1. My 10 being a Samuel Adams, my 1 being Samuel Adams wheat, the original recipe.
Mine being 1 being a Budweiser, and my
Which
10
is
being
0 per label.
a Guinness.
So, this is a, like most spiced beers, it's a little disconcerting at first. Dave, with this particular beer, what can you imagine that this would go good with as far as a food pairing would go? I'd have to say, you know, I have, whenever I go to, say, a restaurant
Sesame
that's sushi,
ginger.
for instance, I put ginger with my sushi. So would this be a good sushi beer?
I don't know because I don't like sushi, but I think
You've
we
had
go
California
fish.
roll before.
That's what
You've had California roll
I
before.
have.
Yeah, we went to, back in the day, there was a restaurant called Kobe.
Yeah.
And I treated you that night, and we gave you
Treated me
sushi
a couple of times
appetizer.
at that place, but don't remember. I just remember eating mostly the meat stuff and watching the guy flip around things and then do the squirt thing with the ketchup, and it came right back at you, and it was fun.
I haven't seen that since, actually.
What about Bennigan's? They don't do that kind of thing at Bennigan's?
Are you thinking of Benihana?
Or Benihana? That's it.
It was Benny something.
Benihana. That's
But Benny and the Jets. No, it wasn't that either.
it. Benihana.
Well, this is a unique beer. Now, because this is dark, should this go into our category of dark beers? Most of the dark beers we've had up until now have been a porter.
Ginger.
It's very gingery.
Yes.
Actually, it's almost a little tingly on the tongue.
Yep.
which is unusual.
I give it a 7.
Now, are you using your usual scale, or are you giving this
I
some
gave
category?
it 3 different drinks before I had some.
Which is unusual for him. He likes to do it right
I
off the
usually
bat.
go
This, that, or the other thing.
number.
Right.
And
But
I
you
do that.
probably shouldn't do that because you never know how your palate is.
Well, I know that I've already drank like 5, 6 beers in there already.
And we're feeling pretty good right now.
I'm feeling excellent.
If you watched our last beer review, it was almost a bummer. We're all like,
Oh, it's because of my poor
cat
cat.
died.
Poor Sammy. But
Tears were
right
flowing.
now, we watched a couple episodes of shows
TV
here.
shows,
We
and had some beers.
watched some Batman
The
stuff.
last one,
and,
we were
you know,
drinking number 9 and sake. Excuse me.
Sake.
Sake.
Sake. And then I also had some nuts. Nuts. I had some nuts.
All right. So
I
what?
give it a 7.
7. All right. So this
That's low
is
for a dark beer.
this is interesting. It's hard to categorize. I want to put it into the category of dark beers, which usually is a porter, but this is an ale apparently, a dark ale. So do we need like yet another category for dark ales?
Oh God, there's so many different categories, like 5 different categories of beers now.
And in the world, there's probably actually more than that.
You could cut it down. You could cut it down to seasonal beers,
Seasonal.
dark, light, amber, pale ale, fruity beers.
Fruit beers are its own category.
You got
And
like 6
even
right
that, you have different fruits. So
Mhm.
that's a very difficult category because it's just like, well, what if you like blueberries? What if you like apricots? What if you like?
If there was a case of this on the shelf, I would look for something else, but I would still buy it if there was something else to buy.
Well, that's not a ringing endorsement, but
Well, I got my usual beers I like to drink, like Labatt, so
All
I
right,
usually
what if
buy
we
that.
put this into a spice beer category?
Oh, I give it spice. Yeah, I give it a spicy. Yeah, I give it like a 7, 8 for a spicy.
Well, this is.
I
I
give it a
will say
7
this
still.
is a very
7.
interesting beer.
Different.
I can only imagine the food pairings, maybe seafood, definitely sushi because
Did
I
you
like
already have
ginger
one of
mince.
these?
No, this is the first one.
Because there's only 5 in there. There should be 6.
I don't think I had one.
Well, if you did, you don't remember it.
I thought I had the other one we reviewed.
No, there was 6 of these, and there was 5.
Oh,
of
you know
these.
what? Maybe I did. Okay, my apologies.
So you don't remember it then? There was
No, actually I do. It was with the pizza on Monday, and I was trying to block it out so I could come here and give you a fresh review when we actually came to review it. So I will
I've
give
done that
this
before.
a,
I've
all
done
right,
that before.
the final,
Rearrange myself a bit.
yeah, really, don't expose yourself on
I
me.
didn't expose myself. This would be exposing myself.
Salami, bologna, a hot dog. Okay, well,
Yeah.
chocolatey notes, ginger notes,
Chocolate notes.
a little bit of cinnamon notes. It gives you a tingle on the tongue.
Ginger
This is a
notes.
very interesting beer. I think this is actually a very good winter beer
Yeah.
because I could see it being cold out.
Yes.
You're sitting by a roaring fire
Yes.
drinking this,
Roaring fire.
preferably cold, and it would be pretty good. So it's interesting. It's not necessarily my cup of tea,
Newman.
but I will say for its category, I will also give it a 7.
Don't be a cog in the cultural fog.
Don't be a cog in the cultural fog.
Yes.
Well, anyway, so there you have it. Jim and Dave's beer review. We both give it. You gave this a 7, right?
7.
Short-term memory. Sorry, drink too much beer.
Oops.
Please drink responsibly. If you like this review, if you like leave a comment, a
Yes,
like, a
please.
dislike.
Yes.
Feel free to share it on Twitter, social media, stumble upon this, that, and the other.
Thing.
Oh, apparently Ginger comes back up.
There you go. He's having a good time now.
Yes, we are rocking and rolling. So thank you
Rocking
very
and
much. There you
rolling.
have it. Any other social media kind of blah, blah, blah you want to do?
Instagram all your stuff to us.
Yes, we do Kick too.
Kick. What's Kick?
K-I-K.
Never heard of Kick. I just heard of Instagram.
Yeah, that's new. Let's say goodbye, Dave.
Goodbye, Dave.